Hi everybody, this is Terry back again with Allen Art and Design. Sorry about the abrupt ending for that last video. My camera holder on my desk fell. So this is real life. So I'd like to continue on for a little while before I have to start my day. So I went ahead and found a piece of paper to cover this pocket that we did, and I had to cut off the top because I made a big mess of the thumb hole. So I cut it off. I redid the thumb hole, and then now I found a piece of paper that looks like it would fit really well on the back. And I like how you can see the words from the book page. So we're going to go ahead and glue that on. Wow, this is really pretty too. I hate to lose that image, but that's what's going to happen here. All right, so lots of glue. I think a lot of people don't put enough glue, and that's why they have problems with their papers coming up. Okay. Make sure you get those edges, and then just for backup or a little more security, I would definitely use the art glitter glue around the edges, because that way you know your paper is not. I'll do some in the middle too. That way you know your paper is not going to come off, and it will stay on there nice and firm. All right, so if you start with the bottom and then check your sides. This paper is a little longer than that envelope, so I'm going to trim that off. I love the way that looks. So let's see, if you flip it over, then you can really see what you're doing. And just trim that right off. And then we have the back covered. So I'm thinking maybe we could tip that in. I wonder if I have any washi tape in my basket. If not, I've got plenty of washi tape right here. So let's see what we can find that might look good with this. All right. Ooh, I love this. This is like a William Morris washi tape. That's really pretty. And I usually run it over the glue just to make sure it sticks, because washi tape has a tendency to come up if you don't do that. Let's see. I make sure I get it in the right spot, and then make sure it can flip, which it can. Good. I love that washi tape. That's pretty. So we'll take another piece, and you can just tear it right off. Run it over the glue. Put it there. I should have just done one continuous strip, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. Actually, I'm going to move it over a little bit. It's not catching both pages. Here we go. That's pretty. And then I'm going to do it on the other side as well. And I think I'll just run the whole thing down just because I want it to stay. And it doesn't matter if the edges are straight on this or not. Just rip it off. That's fine. So I need to take it off and put some glue on there. Otherwise, it has a tendency to come up. All right, so this page doesn't go up as high as the other one, but that works. There we go. Oops. There we go. So now that's what they call a tip-in. We tipped it into our journal. I love that. Okay. And we'll make a tag later for that, but for right now, we're going to keep moving on here. Let's see what's next. This one, I'm not crazy about this paper. I don't mind seeing the edges of it, but I don't really like how modern the paper looks compared to some of these other papers. So we're going to go ahead and glue this right here. Hope you can see. All right, plenty of glue. And if you, let's see, we're gonna line this up. And we're gonna see a little bit of that green, but that's fine, I don't mind. I love the look of that. So we're gonna burnish it down so that it stays and the glue adheres. Okay, that looks pretty, I like that. And then on this side, I'm thinking I might just cover that up. See what we have. That's not big enough. That would be pretty. So we're going to go ahead and do that and just cut this down the middle. I'll save that piece for later. Yeah, that'll be pretty. I think I'll put it out further because this is actually going to be a tuck that I'm going to glue. But I need to put this piece down first. Okay, put that over there. Get some glue on here. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Getting ready for the weekend. We've had some beautiful weather here in Massachusetts for the last few days. One day got really hot, but most of the days have been beautiful. It was supposed to rain yesterday, but we didn't really get much rain. I was hoping it would because I have a lot of annuals outside that I have to water, and I don't know why I do it to myself every year. I buy so many annuals, and then I'm stuck having to water them all the time. I don't mind though. I love it. I love flowers. So, all right, let's use the art glitter glue for the edges of this. This is going to be a tuck spot, and all you have to do is the top and the bottom, and then just put it down. And once that's dry, you've got yourself a nice little tuck spot. And I think I was going to use, let's see. I thought I had a picture. Oh, here it is. I think that's too big. I'm thinking this would be pretty. Well, it's not big enough. This one's too big. I'm just auditioning. This is pretty. This says the Rose Vine. This is from a stenciling book. I have another book called Trompe l'oeil. Beautiful images and beautiful work that people do with their stenciling. Let's see. No, that's not going to work. I also pulled, when I was fixing my camera, I pulled, this is just paper from a paper bag, but I love the brown. I just think it looks really good. Plus, I love the sound that the paper makes. I don't know about anybody else, but I just love the sound of crinkling paper. I think a lot of people that do junk journals or journaling in general love paper. And this is really a fun craft to get into. I do lots of different crafts, but this is one that I really enjoy. So lots of glue again. All right. Let's see. I think if I just hold it up and you can eye it this way, then you can put it down and burnish it. Here it is. I lost my burnisher for a minute there, sorry. And that should stick on there really good because the paper is very thin, but between the two of them, I think this would be something nice to write on. So you can see there's bubbles on the back. That's why you take this and burnish it, and it pushes all the air out and gives you a good stick. Yeah, I like that. That's very pretty. Let's see how it looks in here. Very nice. Nope, it's a little too big. I always forget that once I put the backing on, it makes them bigger. So let's see where we can find a spot for this. That's too big for that. Even though we left the sides open, that's gonna fall out. And that's not gonna work because it's hitting right here. And that's not gonna work. Let's see. All right. We still have quite a bit to do in this journal. Let's see if this one's gonna be big enough. Oh, that works. Great. All right, so all we're going to do with this is, again, using the art glitter glue, which holds really well. You just run a bead of that on there, and then you can leave the card there too. I just noticed that the paper is not wanting to stick down, so I'm going to go ahead and do the edges a little bit. That way we make sure that they stay down. There we go. 2 more. And that way your corners aren't going to get caught and come up. There. That should be fine now. Okay, so like I said, you can leave that right in the middle there when you're gluing this, and it will be fine. You can also burnish that as well. Sometimes the glue seeps out the edges, but it seems like I didn't do it right at the edge, so that this seems fine. Well, there was a little bit of glue seeping out. And this stuff, if it sticks to another page, oh, it's going to rip your paper. So, there's that one. Oh, this, I love that. We did that. I took this journal card out from underneath my mat. These are the Bronte sisters. And got to find a spot for them. I think I'm going to make a pocket out of them, like I did with the other big journaling cards, because some of these big journaling cards just aren't going to fit in here. So I think I was trying to see where, oh, I think it was right here. I'm going to put, go. I'm worried that that's not, the edges are going to pop up. All right, let's see this side. This small little one is too small. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, see, that's, no, don't like that. I'm going to put a big piece of paper in there. Let's see what we got. This signature has hardly any work done in it. But we did go ahead and we glued that down. See if we can find another place. Ooh, here we go. That's perfect. And then I can also glue this. I think what I'm going to do is, excuse my reach. I think I'm going to round the corners on this. That didn't do it very good. There we go. Let's just go ahead and do that first. So it's done. So we just need some more art glitter glue there. And right there. All right. So we'll start with the bottom. Oh, I need to do the side. So you do top, side, bottom in order to do a side tuck. I'll put lots of glue on this one. There we go. All right. I'm going to put that in. Make sure it lines up. I don't mind if there's a teeny bit sticking over, but it's lined up here. That's good. All right. So once that dries, that'll be fine. But let's go ahead and put the Bronte sisters down. They definitely need art glitter glue because this is a thicker. I'm going to put a little tiny bit on that corner. The backing is thick and so isn't this picture. So it's going to need some extra strength here, and art glitter glue will do the job. I love this glue. It's my favorite glue. Funny thing about art glitter glue is you can't buy it in the winter because below certain temperatures it freezes. So most people buy it in the good weather so that they have no problem getting it, and they just stock up on it so that they're not running out in the winter, because they won't ship it when it's a certain temperature, which is very unusual. Nobody else does that, but they don't, well, I'm sure they don't want people trying to return glue that has solidified on the journey to them. So they just don't ship it during that time, which is, I guess, smart on their part. Saves them a lot of problems with customers. All right, so I like that. I think it's going to need just a minute to glue down. Looks like my fingers are a little bit grimy because looks like I got something on there. But let's see if this is open enough to put in. Oh, not pretty. I think I'll just leave that right there. I don't think if I back that will fit in there again. So I'm just going to leave it there as a space holder. I did have some, oh, here it is. I think this was what was going to go in there. But now that I see it, it's too wide. Okay, so I'll find something else later for that. Let's see what else we got going on here. This is also a tuck. I've already glued it. This is very fragile paper. It's very old, so... And I just realized it's also upside down, but that's not an issue. Sometimes it's fine to have something that's upside down. I don't like this image, so we're going to cover that with this pretty one. And let me see, I think I can cut off some of this. It's not going to interfere with the image. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. I do not like that image at all. I actually like, is that the same piece? No, I don't actually mind if, I like that jagged edge. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get used to using this new iPhone, this phone holder that, you know, you can film from above. I don't have the perfect desk for it, so it keeps slipping. So I might have to look into, I like the actual, I like the phone holder, but I don't like how it attaches to my desk, and I love this desk. It's very old, and I love it. I'm not gonna switch out my desk, so I'm gonna switch out my phone holder. But until then, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. It's a pain, but all right, so I'm just gonna burnish that down again. It's very important to burnish down your paper so you don't have any lumps and air bubbles, and it really just adheres really well. So that, I love that image. That's very pretty. Oh, look, and it goes with this, the image in the middle. And look at how nice that lays flat like that. I love this too. This is a great place to write a list. This, like I said, it's very fragile. I'm wondering, I think I might have to put some more washi tape on there. Let's see what I have here that kind of goes with this journal. The ones I have in this thing, they're too cheerful. This one is very old and it's not coming off well. So I heard if you put it in the microwave for 10 seconds, it helps to, you know, get the glue activated again. But I've never tried that. Oh, this one's pretty. I might just use this if I can get it off. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I think it's coming off. This is cheap dollar store washi, so it's not very good, but I hate to waste things, so I'm gonna try to use it up because it's very thin. But let's see. Let me see if I can show you. There. I'm just gonna put it on the edge of this page, and you don't have to do it all along the whole thing. If you put the tape halfway and then you just fold it over on the other side, that's gonna protect the edge. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I wouldn't worry too much about that, but just to protect the edge, because it's very old paper and it's brittle. So let's do that again. And then we'll put it on the edge halfway. And then you just fold it over, and that will protect that edge. And it looks pretty too. So there we go with that. I might have to go back and do that on a few, but you don't need to see me doing that. This is the one that needs to be fixed from the other day. It's brittle again, and it's old, so it definitely needs some kind of something to strengthen it. Let's see what we have here. I wonder if just some old paper would look nice there, and it will do the trick because it just needs to hold it together. And I keep these because you can stamp on those. I try not to keep everything because my craft room is only so big and I only have so much room, and I don't want to, you know, make it so I can't stand being in this room because there's too much stuff. As it is, I'm trying to organize, and I'm getting there. I only have 2 more spots to organize, and then I can go around and label everything in my room so that I can find things, because sometimes when you get organized, you put things in a new spot, you have no idea where it went, and it takes a long time to find it. It's very frustrating. I'm sure other people experience the same thing. Let's see. I'm just going to do it like halfway. Looks like it's upside down. This came from a really old book it's so thin, but I think it will do the trick here. I'm going to use it like washi and just flip it over and then lay it down, and that actually is going to reinforce that. That's great. Now this card, it just fits in there. Ooh, that just went right through there. Okay, so washi tape it is. Let's find another one. Here's one. Let's see if I can, oh, this one came right up. Great. So more glue. And you can mix your washies. They don't all have to match on your page. It just adds more interest if you've got different colors as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so halfway on the page, flip it over. Oops, I don't know if this one's gonna do that. This one's thicker, which is weird. I'm gonna fold it in half, and now I can just slip it on. That works. Oh, there we go. So that will reinforce it. So now it's been doubly reinforced, but I'm not going to try to slide this in there again because it's got a sharp edge and it's probably just going to rip it again. So I need to find a spot for that. So I'm going to put that in my basket and I'll deal with that later. This I wanted to put here. So let's go ahead and glue that on. All right. Again, lots of glue. Just so you know, I've got to get a video editing software. Don't know anything about it. My brother said he would help me with it. He's done video production and web design and all that. So he's way knowledgeable about that stuff, and I don't know anything about it. But like with that last video where my camera fell, there is a way for you to go back and erase that part. And then maybe you can, you know, go back in and put an ending to the video so it doesn't just end abruptly like that. But that's all stuff that I'm learning, and it's going to take me a while to get there. So I hope people can understand. I am trying to learn as I go, and that's pretty much how I learn anyways. When I make a mistake, then I figure out what it was that I did, and then I try to correct it and move on. That's all you can do. Now this one, I definitely can back this one, and it will fit in there. But let's see. I feel like it's a little crooked. I took my guillotine out when the camera fell. I just realized it makes way too much noise. I don't think you want to listen to that. So I'm just using scissors. And I'm okay with that. It's fine. Okay, I don't have a big enough piece over here, but I have this brown paper bag. But brown on brown is not good. So let's see what else I have. I think a lighter one might be nice. There we go. It's like a cream color, and it's great to write on. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, so today is just cutting and gluing. And sometimes those are the best days, because you're not really thinking about every little thing. And it's definitely therapeutic. It helps me with stress reduction, because, you know, we are all stressed these days. All right, so let's get plenty of glue on again. I think I need to open that up a little bit. Lots of glue. I think I might also I just do a dot on each corner, because I seem to have to go back and do the corners all the time. So let's just try to get ahead of that and go ahead and I'm just going to eyeball this. When you have glue and art glitter glue, the stick glue allows you to move it before the art glitter glue sets. So you have a little bit of wiggle room. So that's pretty. And then you can write on the back, and that just slides right in there. And it's okay if it sticks out like that. I don't mind that at all. Let's see, what's this one? That's a little tuck. This one I've already done. That's a cool image. This one I wanted to add a page, but I have no idea what I want to add yet. Let's see if I have anything in here. Nope, that doesn't work. Ooh, what's this? That doesn't work there, but I love that. Let's see if we can find a place to use that. I'll come back to that later. And here we are, back at the original signature. I mean, the front of the book, sorry. Yeah, this is that first signature, which I completely finished. And the second one, we're in really good shape. Kind of feel like this one might be done too. Look at that. I have these old papers. I went to a yard sale where I lived before my husband and I moved a few years ago. And these people were getting rid of all of these drawings and tracings and all these like pages like this. The woman that lived there, she was a folk artist, and they were throwing all of her stuff away. So I asked them if I could collect it all in a box and take it, and they let me. And this was one of the pages in there. And so I'm going to try to, she had a lot of things traced on tracing paper. And I'm going to try to make sure that when I do a journal that I put a piece of her artwork in there just to honor her, because it's obvious that she spent hours and hours of her time tracing images so that she could transfer them and then paint them. So I just hate to see that all of her hard work just gets thrown away like that. So I'm going to try, you know, to be mindful of that and give her artwork, you know, I don't know what her name is, so I can't give her credit, but it's just nice to see that her artwork isn't just going in the trash. So anyways, I think I am done for today. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I think it will help my channel to grow. And I appreciate everyone, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Happy crafting.